Hey y'all, do I look normal today? Probably. I had to get on here and let everybody know I'm doing okay. God bless y'all. You just check on me and want to make sure that I'm alright, and I really, really appreciate that. So actually, let me tell you what happened. Saturday during excuse me. Saturday during the night, I woke up about 3 a.m., I think, 3:30, and I had a little headache. So I always take BC powder, so I took a BC powder, and I waited, because I didn't want to go back to sleep right away, because I don't like aspirin sitting on my stomach. And so I waited a few minutes and made sure I drank a lot of water, and I laid down. And I tried to go back to sleep, and I kept getting up to go to the bathroom. And I wasn't having diarrhea or anything. I was just going to the bathroom. And I kept getting up, and I said, this is ridiculous. Then I started getting nauseated. And I took what I normally take when I get nauseated, because my Manjaro shot sometimes makes me nauseous. I had stopped it for 2 weeks because back a few months ago, because they couldn't get it to me. It was out of stock or whatever. And ever since then, when I went back on it, I get a little touch of nausea. So I always take like Emitrol. I think I've told some people this, over the counter. And I used to give that to my kids when they had the flu and were sick to their stomach. But anyway, so I took some of that, and it usually always works. And it didn't work. And I kept getting more nauseated. I kept getting more weak. I just didn't feel like myself. And I could tell it wasn't an anxiety or panic attack, because believe me, I know what those are. So finally, I just got Bert up and told him, you need to take me to the hospital. And so we went to the hospital. The exact same doctor that was there a couple of months ago when I went for almost the same thing. But at the time, I wasn't feeling weak and, what have you. So anyway, they gave me the usual IV, and they checked my heartbeat. Always runs slow, and everybody freaks out, And so I saw the nurse's face, and it was a male nurse. He was nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was like, I said, don't worry about my heartbeat. It's always slow. And he said, no, I'm not worried about that. He said, stand up a minute. I said, okay. So I stood up, and my blood pressure started dropping. So they got worried, and he said, okay, you can sit down now. And I said, I didn't know my blood pressure was dropping. I wasn't looking at the blood pressure monitor. But he said, I am going to have to talk to the doctor before I give you the pain medicine that he ordered, because I can't give it to you because your blood pressure is dropping right now. I said, okay. So, believe it or not, I had a lot of pain, but the nausea and the weakness was getting to me more, because I had no idea what was going on. So, the doctor asked me a lot of questions as usual, and he sent me back for a chest x-ray. He sent me for a CT scan with and without contrast, and because I had told him that the way I was feeling, I had never felt before. And I had just had surgery a few months ago and it was just an endoscopy. But ever since that day, I have been feeling a little strange. So they gave me with and without contrast. So I get back to the room. I mean, this took hours, but I'm trying to make it short because I don't want to make the video into hours. But actually, it didn't take hours. It took about an hour to get the test back. And when they did, they told me that it was my colitis acting up again. And I was tired of my colitis by now. Because I just found out I had it like a few months ago. January, I think, or something. So anyway, I said, well, what can I do about this? Because, I mean, it's never made me weak before or anything like that. And he said, well, it can do that. He said, and there's nothing you can do about it, really, except treat it when it flares up. So he had to give me antibiotics, and he had to give me, he gave me ondansetron, or whatever it is, for the nausea, which I already had 3 bottles at home. But, you know, I was really knocked out because he did end up, at the end, giving me the painkiller shot to help out with the pain a little bit. But anyway, to make a long story short, I always tell all my subscribers and all my family, all my friends, anybody I can tell, and I learned this on my own. Anytime you go to the ER, anytime you go to the doctor, check online, because they have everything online now. Most doctors, okay? Check online and always read what your test came back as. Don't take it for granted that they read it all or were concerned about it all. I hate to say that, but trust me on this. So when I got home, and of course I was asleep, I was in the recliner sleeping all day. Well, I don't know, I said I guess I better get on there and look at what my blood test, because they did take blood as well. So I looked at everything. Well, on the test for the, I think it was the CT test with the contrast. Now, I had never got this result before, ever. No, it was the ECG, not EKG, ECG test. And I was reading it, and it said something about my aorta, and that they think I had a heart attack a long, long time ago. Surprise to me, because if I did, I didn't know it. So I have a return appointment Thursday with the doctor, and I'm going to talk to her about that. Because I called the ER, and they said, well, you know, sometimes that test shows that, and there's nothing to it, but I wouldn't worry about it until you know, go talk to your doctor. However, since the surgeon's nurse told you when you were in surgery that your heart was beating funny, and it was fluctuating up and low, and then up again and low again, I would definitely go see a cardiologist. I said, I've been trying to get to a cardiologist since they told me that, but my doctor hasn't given me a referral. I've been waiting for about 2 months now, ever since the surgery, for a referral. It just kind of gets pushed by the wayside when I go see the doctor for my normal maintenance check, if you will. So I don't even know why I'm having to get a referral, because I have a PPO. It's not a HMO. So why would I need a referral? Because if you have a PPO, you're supposed to be able to go to whoever you want to go to. But anyway, I'm not going to keep you guys on here very long. I will give you an update on Thursday when I go to the doctor. Today, I'm feeling a lot better, and I am going to, hush, I'm sorry. I am going to have a fabric unboxing this evening. So I do feel well enough to do that. And all I can say is thank you to everybody for checking on me. And thank you for checking on me again today and being so sweet about it. And I really appreciate it. I really do. And I want to keep you up to date as much as I can. It's just that I never felt that way before, so I thought something was really, really wrong, so I better get to the doctor. That damn colitis. I love y'all. I'll see you this evening. Bye.